Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, guys, today I would like to explain about phonology. What is a phonology? Phonology is the study of how sounds are organized and used in natural languages. Okay, part of learning English still difficult to distinguish between phonology and phonetic science. Yes, of course, phonology and phonetics are different. Phonology is the study of sounds produced, while phonetics is the way to produce sounds. Okay, let's together what is learned in phonology. The production of speech involves three processes: intonation, phonation, and articulation. Intonation setting in modulation through the vowel tracks. Phonation, the modification of airflow as it passes through the larynx. Articulation, the sieving of airflow that generates particular sound type. Articulatory phonetics refers to the aspect of phonetics which looks at how the sounds of speech are made with the organ of the vowel tracks. Articulatory phonetics can be seen as divided up into three areas to describe consonants. These are voice, place, and manner respectively. Each of these will now be discussed separately, although all three areas combine together in the production of speech. Voice. There are voiced and voiceless. Voice is vibrating sounds. For example, B, D, M. Voiceless, a sound that does not vibrate. For example, S, T, P. And place is vowel channels consist of different parts which play an important role in production. These parts are called articulator, and what makes them sound, the place that makes the sound heard, is divided into two: active articulator and passive articulator. Active articulator is moving organ. For example, lower teeth, lower lip, and tongue. And passive articulator, not moving organs. For example, upper lip, upper teeth, and her action. And the last is manner, the way in which the organ speech affects the following iron. There are stop articulation, fricative sounds, and approximant sounds. Stop articulation is sound that involves complete closure of the vowel tract, and fricative sounds are produced by narrowing the distance between the active and passive articulators, causing them to be in close approximation. The sounds produced is F, V, S, and approximant sounds are created by narrowing the distance between the two articulators. Um, the sounds produced are J. The organ speech is an organ in the human body that functions in the pronunciation of the sounds of language. Kinds of organ speech are the lungs, larynx, pharynx, tongue, and lip. With phonetic transcriptions, dictionary tell you about the pronunciation of words. In English dictionaries, phonetic transcriptions are necessary because the spelling of an English word does not tell you how you should pronounce it. Phonetic transcriptions are usually written in the International Phonetic Alphabet, in which each English sound has its own symbol. For example, the IPA-based phonetic transcription of the word home is home, and the transcription of calm is calm. Note that in spelling, these words are similar. They both end in omer, but their phonetic transcription are different because they are pronounced differently. The consonant sounds are classified into four classifications. First, based on vibrating vocal cords. There are bilabial, labiodental, alveolar, palatal, and velar. Okay, I will explain one by one about bilabial, labiodental, alveolar, palatal, and velar. Bilabial is between two lips touching. The sound produced is P, B, and labiodental is between lower lip and upper lip, upper teeth. Mm, The sound produced is V, V, and alveolar is between front of tongue and border behind the gum. For example, T, D, T, D, and palatal is between middle of tongue and heart option. For example, L, L, and velar is between back of tongue and tender option. For example, K, K, and secondly, based on pronunciation. And third classification is based on the route followed by air currents when exiting the cavity, divided into oral consonant and nasal consonant. And fourth classification is based on articulator and point of articulator. Vowel sounds is the sound that is released not joined by an obstacle. Vowels are classified into first vowel based on the height and position of the tongue, divided into high vowel, middle vowel, and low vowel. High vowel the sound produced is E, U, and middle vowel the sound produced is A. Low vowel the sound produced is A. Secondly, vowel-based moving parts of the tongue, divided into closive vowel, semi-closive vowel, semi-open vowel, and open vowel. Third, vowel-based position of the structure, divided into front vowel, middle vowel, and back vowel. Fourth, vowel-based lip shape when the vowel is spoken, divided into unrounded vowel, natural vowel, and rounded vowel. Weak is the word that's spoken in a very clear and fast way. For example, I gave her a box of chocolates for her birthday. Weak form is her, of, for her. And words that have weak forms is preposition, pronouns, conjunction, and auxiliary verb. Weak forms are very important in pronunciations. And strong forms are words that slow excitement, angry, and other strong emotions. Word to phrase. For example, what are you looking at? And where are you from? Supramental is something that accompanies phonemes. It can be intonation, pitch, and length. There is syllable, has several kinds. First, single syllable, two syllable, and three syllable. Single syllable, for example, pen, man, pig, edge. And two syllable, for example, garden, garden. And three syllable, for example, camera, camera. And segmental is phonemes that can be shared. There are stress, length, pitch, and intonation. Stress is the pressure on the syllables kind of word stress: primary stress and secondary stress. Primary stress is strong phrasal, which is marked with the apostrophe above. For example, ability, ability. And secondary stress is weak phrasal, which is marked with the apostrophe under. For example, understand, understand. Word stress rules. First, stress only occurs in vowel sounds. Secondly, stress only occurs words that have two or more syllables. Third, one word has one primary stress. And length is a feature of sounds that have distinctively extended duration compared with other sounds. For example, long E, which is as in feet, feet, beat.
Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a